Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be doing Obosh Sacrifice, which is a basic Rakdos Sacrifice deck with a little bit of Obosh sprinkled in there for fun. So before we get started on this, I'll do all the fun stuff that YouTubers are supposed to do. If you enjoy the content that you're seeing, like, subscribe, always helps out the channel. I'm getting so close, so close to our lifetime goal of 1,000 subscribers. Once I'm there, everything else is gravy. This is all just a hobby for me, so if you do happen to have fun watching some card games with an old guy, I would appreciate it. Also, if I gotta take a moment, if I do my timing correctly and get my editing done the way that I'm supposed to, this video should be releasing on May 13th. May 13th is a very special day for me because it is my 9-year-old daughter's birthday. So occasionally when she's not watching Roblox videos or whatever else the kids are watching on YouTube these days at that age, if she does get around to watching this, hopefully she sees this and sees that her daddy said happy birthday to her on her birthday. So all that daddy stuff out of the way, let's get into the deck. Alright, so what we have here is basically your run-of-the-mill classic Rakdos Sacrifice deck. The deck that's been kind of floating around for quite some time. There are some additional bits and pieces here, but for the most part, the main bulk of this is the same as it ever was, The main addition to this, of course, is Obosh, the Preypiercer, a 5 casting cost, 3/5 companion who will always be sitting in your hand as an 8th card. We'll talk about the mechanics on that, or Mark Rosewater's response to the mechanics on that. But long and short of it, what it does when it's in play is if a source you control with an odd converted mana cost would do damage to a permanent or a player, it deals double that amount into that permanent instead. So it really increases the damage from things that are coming from your sacrifices. Things like Judith, things like Mayhem Devil, and all of the other fun stuff that comes with the sacrifice deck. So let's get into what is going to amount to the basic standard contents of any Rakdos Sacrifice deck. We're going to go with 4 Cauldron Familiars, and of course, if you have Cauldron Familiars, you need your sack outlets. You're going to have 2 of those, which is going to be, of course, Witch's Oven, Kitty in the Oven. It's been around since Throne of Eldraine. It's a good combo. I'm actually really surprised no one's complained enough about this, that it's one of these cards hasn't gotten banned. I don't think that they're overpowering or over oppressive, so I do think it's kind of a fun mechanic, which is probably why it's still sticking around. Woe Strider is your other sacrifice outlet. It is a 3/2 for 3. When it enters the battlefield, you get a 0/1 goat. And then you can sacrifice a creature for free to scry. So those are your 2 best sacrifice outlets. And then you need a bunch of stuff to sacrifice to these 2 sack outlets. So you're going to look at things like Gutterbones, for example, one of my favorite 1-drops, a 2/1 that comes in the battlefield tapped. And if you've done damage, you can pull it back to your hand for 2 mana. Serrated Scorpion came out of Ikoria, big popular one for 1/2 for 1, and when it dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent, which translates into 4 when Obosh is in play, and then you gain 2 life. I'm giving Whisper Squad a try. I've seen enough people running Whisper Squad to kind of like, alright, I mean, it seems weird to me for a 1/1 to pay 2 to find an additional one, name that, but hey, maybe it's part of the deck thinning is probably what we're going for in the thought process. There's another card in here that's for the same reason. But so yeah, we'll go for this one. We'll see how it looks. There are other, I think, better cards that would fit into here. Footlight Fiend is probably the first one that comes off in mind, especially with Obosh in play. But let's go with this one for now. Swapping out this for Footlight Fiend, probably, yay or nay, either one, whichever you like. Claim the Firstborn, which, as I was abundantly reminded in the comments, it clearly states in the card that you gain control of target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. So I think I was playing against what was it? It's an Azor flying control deck where you've got Dream Trawler, and I was like, well, why can't I do this on Dream Trawler? It's because it clearly states in the card. There's an old saying amongst Magic players, it's RTFC. I don't want to repeat it, but it basically means read the blank card, which I didn't do, and that's the reason why I was so confused around that. So I've read this one now. I know exactly how this one works now. The upside to this one, of course, is with the sack outlets that you have, you steal one of your opponent's creatures, and then you sack it to either Witch's Oven or the Woe Strider, which is just hysterical. Judith is fantastic. Any Rakdos deck, I think, has got to at least consider her. Other creatures you control get +1/+1, and whenever a non-token creature dies, it does 1 damage. And again, with a Obosh in play, that turns into 2 damage. Like, you see how this is all building up. Mayhem Devil, same thing. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, anybody sacrifices a permanent, it deals 1 damage. With a Obosh in play, it turns into 2. It's almost like a Thorbrain mono red deck. Almost very similar. in what it does. The other addition I see a lot of folks running is the Heraldic Banner. It is a 3 casting cost artifact. When it comes into play, you choose a color, either choose black or red. I probably choose black since most of the cards in here are black, or at least have some black in them. Creatures you control get +1/+0, and then you can tap it to add mana. I think they're going for that additional damage for that, because this does say any damage. It doesn't just say sack damage. So like that, of course, takes your Gutterbones from a 3/1, but that doubles the damage with Obosh, making it 6 damage. So yeah, we can kind of see where this is going. Mana base, relatively straightforward. 3 Castle Locthwains, 8 Swamps, 3 Mountains, 4 Blood Crypts, and of course 4 Fabled Passages. So this is supposed to be a relatively competitive deck, so let's go test its mettle in standard rank, shall we? I'm actually really surprised. I was watching some of the ranked play of decks, and that cycling deck is actually really going up there. If you do have ideas on how you would do your Obosh Rakdos Sacrifice deck, let me know in the comments down below. I think there's a pretty standard model for this one. This is a pretty basic, figured out deck, I think is probably the easy way to put that. The additions of Obosh and a couple other pieces here have been interesting, but okay. Away we go. No, we've got Woe Strider as a sack outlet. Actually, probably this is one of the first times I've not seen a Cauldron Familiar in my opening hand. That's actually really surprising. And we're going to go with old Gutterbones. Trying to adjust my volume. I don't know what my son does when he plays Dawn of War with his friends online. That holy cow, does he keep the volume up high? Ooh, look at that Birth of Metals. Imagine that. Who didn't see that coming? This ought to be fun and interesting. So the real question becomes is, can we get out in front of them now? I think it is plausible. Plausible. That's the one thing I love about this. Oh, look at that. It's a fairy. Imagine that. Like, right on it. Not missing the beat. Oh, I'm actually really surprised he did that. I am actually really surprised he did that. I think I'm going to save the Fabled Passage for whenever ye old Mayhem Devil comes into play. I'm going to hope for another mana.
Plan B.
The interesting part, of course, is like I'm fully well aware a board wipe is coming. Should be Shatter the Skies any moment now.
I've done the hero thing before.
You sure have, Teferi. No, interesting enough, no mana. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get some damage in on Teferi first. He can block 2, take Teferi down to 1. Shatter the Skies, you say? Oh no. So we're going to go ahead and activate that so we can absolutely get... yeah, let's go with our swamp. Now the question... No, I think I'm going to hold on to the Cauldron Familiar. I want to be able to have a way to bring that back. Would much rather have had Mayhem Devil down, but it is a control deck, as you can see.
I've got time.
Unfortunately, you have all the time in the world. Oh, where do we want to go? Let's go Woe Strider. Having a nice free sack outlet's kind of nice. You are getting a little thin on the mana here. Oh my goodness, what all do we have here? Would love to have Mayhem Devil down first. Oh, look at that. Looks like he's going to go ahead and kill our Woe Strider. We might as well at least get the ability off of it before it goes. Fabled Passage works. Fabled Passage absolutely works.
Here goes nothing.
So we're going to do that. We're going to do Mayhem Devil. We're going to go get ourselves another... yeah, let's target. Safari.
Let's make another move.
Go and to get ourselves another swamp, shall we? And a Cauldron Familiar. What's he gonna do? Because usually they target Teferi. So what we need now...
Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna concede. We got a really slow start on that one. But I mean, that is a control deck. I mean, it's Teferi control. It is what it is. But I did choose to go into the ranked play, so that is what I get. Alright, we're gonna wash away the memory of that one. Continue on down the ranks. Maybe we get a little bit of a faster start. That would be nice. Having a sack outlet early would have been nicer. Like having the Witch's Cauldron or the Witch's Oven would have been great. There we go. What did I just say? Having a Witch's Oven would be great. Opponent goes first, you say? Oh, Garuda. This should be interesting. Maybe I don't want to play in the competitive leagues. Yeah, this card here is ludicrous. And it's not like they don't have enough ramp and Simic to be able to help you get up there. Although wait, this is going to say they're going to do a little ass ban on top of this. Or what is he going to go with on this one? Bant? Probably Bant. This is probably Bant ramp. There we go. Oh no. No, we're good. And Growth Spiral, imagine that. That's, I bet you we're gonna get Udin next. I bet you that's gonna be the next one. Don't see this whole thing playing out. I think that's kind of the thing that drives me nuts with the, like this deck and the last deck, like they're so super consistent. I mean, you can quite literally telegraph the first two plays that they're going to do. First 3 to 5 plays on everything this deck does. It's just so consistent. And on cue? Oh no, Elite Guard Mage. Was not expecting that. Yeah, but I could see it because he wants to bounce it. I could totally see that. We're going to go ahead and pay the 2 life. We're going to go Woe Strider. And we're going to hold off. No, I said we're going to hold off. Easy there, Gutterbones. I know you want to get in there, but come on. So this might help us. Unfortunately, that's a colorless token. Can't imagine he's going to swing. He's probably just going to wait. Yep. And we're going to go black. See if he's willing to lose the Elite Guard Mage. Probably. Growth Spiral. I got a feeling there's some big things coming here. So I am curious to see how this is going to go. We are 1 turn away from Obosh coming down. I mean, that could be 8... Yeah, that could be 12 damage. Just on the attack, just with a Bosch in play. Garuda. And watch the game break as he decides to go through and pull 58 cards out of his hand and free cast them all. I know. I speak only mildly out of irritation with some of the cards that came out of. Sure. Artisan Fiend's interesting choice. Although I don't think he actually got a choice. It's kind of the trick. Let's go... We're going to go another Swamp. What's he going to do now? Can't imagine he's going to block. Sure. That kind of works. Yeah. No, we're gonna keep that. Do I? No, that's fine. Don't imagine him swinging with Garuda. And Raid 4's runner. Cool. No. They both have trample. There's no real point to it. You can actually have that. Oh, that's stinky. Really wish I would have come out. We'll get rid of that and that and that. And that. No, not that one. That one. There we go. Now I've got enough to kill him. So what's he gonna do? Incubation Druid. Interesting. Where, oh where is my Mayhem Devil when I need him? So that's 5, we'll go 6, and 7. Yes, it's enough to kill it. Come on, we can do this. I have confidence in us. Sure. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't want to do that. I got 100 choice. That one. We're going to keep the other Woe Strider in there. And that's going to do it for now. Nope, we're going to wait. I got a feeling there's another 4-rain Endraiser, or another Endraiser coming in. This is going to be game. We are way too low in this Garuda deck. Way too low. I wonder if the rest of the stuff in his hand is just all ramp. Which should be interesting. Interesting. Blood Crypt. No, you can enter tapped. Let's go Companion, oh Companion, shall we? Are you willing to lose yours? Because I doubt it, but that's 12 damage. Sure. Sure. No trample on Garuda. He's waiting for ways to flash him back in and do all the other fun stuff, but it doesn't look like that's happening. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice the goat for the scry to see what's coming up next. Sure, Incubation Druid. That's a blocker. Do you want to do it? My guess is no. Yeah, I need something more useful. That could be useful. That could be useful. Help thin the deck a little. Shuffle the deck up would be nice. And make me get a little bit wider. So how big does this get? 3? It's 3. That is not going to be enough to kill it. So I imagine he's going to block with the Incubation Druid. He's going to block with Garuda. That's cool. That is really cool. He's thinking about it again. He's like, no, I can't. Because he can go ahead and, you know, adapt to the Incubation Druid. It's a waste of mana because it's not going to kill it. And I've got a blocker for Garuda. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Enra's Forerunners ends this game. He wins right here otherwise. If he doesn't get a creature... Oh, he must have gotten something interesting. The Whisper Squad alone can do it. No. Yep. We beat Garuda deck with this. It took time. It took effort. It took patience. But we ended up beating a Garuda deck with this. Very nice. Because it wasn't pulling off all the fancy tricks it was pulling off. So, I usually do a minimum of 3 games with every deck on camera. That one took a little bit longer because it was a Garuda deck that was really taking its time. So, we're going to go one more. One more. So, this one might be a little bit of a long one. Sorry. You get what you pay for, though, right? Oh, whoa. Lovely hand. No mana. No, thank you. That's much better. Oh, which I think I might pitch the Claim the Firstborn. Is funny. As funny as it's going to be, I think I might pitch that for later. Yeah, that's going to help us out quite a bit. I think I might even, depending on what we're going against, mono white, maybe life gain. It is. I'm really going to regret having pitched that now. So we're going to go Serrated Scorpion and the Whisper Squad. Yeah, I'm really going to regret having pitched that. Because that's what was coming next. And oh boy, would it be nice to have that in hand right now. Oh, I'm going to regret that decision. Maybe Fortune's Foretold. We will get lucky to pull the other ones. There are 4 in the deck. Don't have enough to kill it, but I will take the life gain temporarily. Alas. Alas, for we did not know thee well. It's gonna be the one time that I pitched a Claim the Firstborn. I'm like, what was I thinking? It's Orzhov life gain. Why did I do that? Oath of Kaya. Interesting. Yeah, I can see it working in there. Sure he will. If you're going to do that, I'm just going to sacrifice it and say no thank you. I'll at least take the food token from it. And we'll block here. How's that going to feel when you know you got it at your back? Another Whisper Squad. Sure. Let's do some damage to the life gain deck. We're going to need it. Impassioned Order. Sure. Of course. Of course. Of course. Well, I think we ran a better match in this one. I do love this deck, but... And I still play this deck when I have my white missions. This is the deck I play because it is really, really good. Well, I think I play the mono white version on this one. Oh, interesting. Just hit OK. Just pick something and go. Sure. So I don't think I'm going to have what it takes to beat this deck. Claim the Firstborn would be hysterical right now. To be able to sacrifice Heliod would be hysterical. I don't know if I can even do it. No. Nope. I think we're good. I'm going to give this one more turn before this gets completely out of hand. And there's where the ultimate win condition is going to come in. Put it on the bird. Put it on the bird. It doesn't need to be that big. See, for me, I'm putting this on Healer Stock all day long, but that's just me. And we're going to swing. Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you pay the 2 mana to give. There you go. And now this game's out of reach. But we'll block anyway. We'll see what the next card is just to see what happens. Yeah, this one's way over, kids. Orzhov life gain is on a roll on that one. 37-5, and I don't see any way out of this. Now he does it. I think I am actually going to activate his ability. Maybe get another guy out on the table here to help me out. At this juncture, though, like, legitimately, I'm... Ooh, well, now, that would have been useful a lot longer. So we're going to go ahead and call this one. I think they've got it. So, yeah. Orzhov life gain. It's a deck. It's a thing. I have a video on it. I can probably link in the description down below. So, anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe. Always helps out the channel. And until next time, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.